Right, guys, I've got 3 different builds for you to try out. Left wing, small, tall, and then just the striker one. These 2 have the lengthy bug at the moment, if you want to call it a bug. I don't know, it seems to be part of the game at this point. If you're new around here, please subscribe. Leave a like on this video if you're using this build or you just want to see all the best Pro Clubs builds. Subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much for all the support as we move towards 250,000 subscribers. Let's start off with the small build, the conventional one. This is the build that I would use in striker. This is the build that I would use in, do you know what? A lot of different positions. Striker, cam, probably left wing. If the lengthy bug didn't exist. Right now we've got this lengthy thing going on in pro clubs where if you are a certain height and you have 14 strength above your agility, you're going to have this crazy bug, this crazy sprint speed that just can't be stopped. Take a look at this.
That is ludicrous.
Now, I've shown you that in other builds as well. It's something that you should probably be using because you just can't get stopped. It's ridiculous. But let's start off with the small build, okay? There'll be 3 different ones in this. We'll start with the small one. This is what you can use without this glitch. You're going to use those 3 perks: Poacher, Active First Touch, Skilled Dribbler. If you're more of a winger that likes to cross the ball, you can, of course, change that Poacher as it might not be the most useful. Or if you're a winger that arrives even at the back post and likes to get goals, well then this is probably the Poacher one is the best setup in my opinion. Boost shooting from inside the box. I mean, that's where you take most of your shots. If you're a bit more selfish, you could throw on Distant Shooter. If you're a crosser, Pinpoint Cross. It's really up to you, but I definitely recommend having the Active First Touch and Skilled Dribbler in most attacking positions. Now, I've unlocked nearly maximum level skill points already. I'll have max builds coming to the channel soon, so I'll try and tell you guys what order I would put these in. In the small build, maybe pace, because you're not going to have that lengthy boost. You obviously want to get a weak foot as soon as possible. I know that some of the perks give you that weak foot, but sometimes it just doesn't feel the same. I like to have a 5-star weak foot. Maybe I'm alone in that. Let me know in the comments section. This is just because I've got spare at the moment. I'm waiting for another 10 skill points or something to come, where I will probably put it into the sniper if I'm maybe not left wing. It depends. Maybe you can come down and get the extra down here, get the extra curve and try and work your way down to the artist archetype. That might be the smartest play. I've gone with the short passing and the architect archetype on this side because I just feel like it's the better one. You're going to be making a lot more long and short passes than crossing, I think. Depends how you play. Some of you might love crossing. Dribbling, we've maxed it out. We've got all the agility in this build, so you will move a little bit quicker on the ball around the box. Nothing in the defending and nothing in the physical. Now let's get on to the second build, where this starts to get a little bit more interesting. Now, I have played around with this build, and I'm sure there's probably a couple of ways to do it. I've found that this seems to be maybe the easiest. I don't know. 6'7", 249 pounds. I know what you. I know what you're thinking. You're going, I'm a winger. You look Peter Crouch on steroids on the wing. Like, we don't need this. But trust me, you get this lengthy boost, you get the speed, so the speed's there. You're kind of just missing out on the agility and maybe being a bit clunky. That's kind of it. So obviously you can go left wing, right wing, that doesn't matter. You can go left foot, right foot. I haven't put the perks into here yet. Again, I'd recommend Skilled Dribbler always. I'd always recommend it, as well as Active First Touch. But it does depend how you play. In this position, if you want to be crossing the ball in, stick Pinpoint Cross on. If you want to be, you're 6'7", maybe you want headers. You know, who would blame you? You'd be an absolute beast. I've never been too keen on the 15-minute boosts. I've tried them out, and I just don't think they're that necessary. Hot streak or clutch finisher. You guys might feel differently. Use whatever you want, but this is just what I would recommend in this setup. So this is where you've got to follow this exactly to get the lengthy speed boost. Have your points where I've got them. Again, if I unlock more points, I might put them into these reactions. Slightly confusing because it does remind me of agility for some reason. Maybe I'm just an idiot. I don't know why, but I always think that looks like agility to me. It's a bird. I don't know where I'm going with that. So defending, obviously nothing in the defending tab. Dribbling wise, you can't put anything into that because right now 69 agility and we have got 83 strength. So exactly 14 over. If we were to change anything around in this build, you tend to lose that. So you won't have the speed boost. Dribbling wise though, it does look a little bit like that with the Lynx Architect. Unfortunately, can't come down and get Maestro. At least I haven't found a way. Let me know in the comment section if I'm wrong to do so, because this attack positioning and agility boost is going to give you +2 agility, ruining the point of the tool build. We've got the 2 passing archetypes in this build though, Artist and Architect. So you get a massive boost on your short and long passing, 6 in each, and you get a massive boost on your crossing and curve with 6 and 7. Really recommend having them. Now, I've obviously got this point in the long passing again, bringing my long passing up to 88. With the remaining skill points, again, I will have a full build out in a couple of days when I get to maximum level. You could have like 90 odd. Look at that. +2, +4, +3. Could be really overpowered. Again, we've got the 5-star weak foot and a little bit in long shots. You don't really need it. Oh, the red is fucking, he's had enough. And the pace, I mean, it's crazy. You might not even need all of this. I'm not even joking because of this boost in lengthy. So let's move on to the striker. A little bit smaller, a little bit less. I mean, it's not a left wing build. It's 6'2". It's 198 pounds. Again, put yourself left-footed, right-footed, whatever you want, position, striker, and again, perks-wise, we've been through it a couple times in this video. You can change poacher to the crossing or the heading, depending on how you want to play. This build is a little bit more agile, while still having 14 more strength than the agility and giving you that speed boost when you get in behind defenders. So, copy the way I've done that, come down there. You can get more strength by putting stuff into here when you level up a bit, and maybe you could get a little bit more agility to counterbalance the bad agility, if you understand what I'm saying. I've got 20 skill points still to unlock before I'm max level, something along those lines. I could put aggression in there, get +2 strength, and that would obviously allow me to get +2 agility because I would still be 14 points above. 14 is your magic number. So physical tab, defending, nothing in there. Dribbling will look a little bit like this. The passing will look like this, having the architect archetype and not actually having the artist one in this particular setup. Shooting, we've got the 4-star weak foot. We've got the long shots into 88 long shots. So if you're cutting in on that wing and smacking the ball, you've got a good chance of scoring. A really good chance with 95 finishing and absolute maximum pace. Again, not sure you need it. Play around with it. You could probably go ahead and take sprint speed off. 4 points to get +2 sprint speed, but you've already got this lengthy boost. It might be completely pointless. Honestly, if you're asking me which build I'd play on the wing, honestly, I'm a bit of a conventionalist. I'd probably stay with the small build. But the way Pro Clubs is going now, more and more people using this lengthy tool setup. And EA have done it to obviously counteract the small builds. I mean, for the last 4 or 5 years on this channel, when I've brought you the best striker, the best cam, the best left wing builds, it's usually been small. It's usually been 5'6", 5'5", because that's just always been the way to play the game. But now we've got real life. I mean, we've got Haaland dominating the league, and he's 6'5", and I don't know, maybe EA Sports are trying to make it so players can use different builds, and on Ultimate Team you can use taller and smaller players, and it's not so much of an issue because obviously there has been a little bit of a stereotype where tall players are slow and small players are fast, which we know not to be true. We've all seen Haaland run. Curious to know what you guys think. I said it a couple of times in this video of the lengthy boost. Is it going to ruin Pro Clubs along with the glitch to level? Obviously, there's some issues this FIFA. I mean, I'm level 96 already. I've done it organically. I've just been an absolute phenom in my 55 games. And let me know, out of these 3 builds, which one you would use if you were playing in the left wing. Thank you so much for the support on all of the videos on the channel, guys. Check us out. TikTok link in the description for all the best builds and funny Pro Clubs clips. Twitter, Instagram, and subscribe. Like I said, if you're not subscribed to the channel, what are you doing? We're going to be live tonight on the YouTube channel playing some Pro Clubs and actually trying out these builds and seeing which one the most effective, which one's the best. Let's have a look at it on stream. Thank you for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next one.